Hey YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Here we go with the second bike that I promised to feature. It's my 2023 Ducati Panigale, obviously in red. Beautiful thing. I'm gonna go through a couple things, a couple changes that I've made. Make this video as quick as possible so it's not boring. I start with the exhaust. I like the Arrow exhaust. That's the one that I chose with the double. You have two exhausts right here, 1 and 2. Extra loud, I like it a lot. Titanium. My other choice was actually going to be the Akrapovic, the one that comes up under the tail, but it didn't grow on me until after. Now I like it, but it's too late because these exhausts are so expensive. I'm not about to sell this and change it, so I'm stuck. Arrow, I love you. Next is my Bonamici rear sets. I have this on all my bikes, like all my bikes. They're a bitch to put on. It's not very easy. It's quite difficult to put them on, but when you do finally get them on, they work. They work pretty well. And next is, I go through the carbon. I upgraded the wheel hugger, the exhaust cover, coming up to the battery cover, the frame cover, and the winglets. Those are the subtle changes that I made. I don't like too much. I like carbon. I don't really like too much carbon. Moving into the next thing was my Rizoma indicators. I like how they look. They're very sleek. They're not big and bulky. I like to keep the bike legal in the event that the police actually does pull me over. I don't have to listen to it. And then we have the Rizoma mirrors. Originally when I put these mirrors on was actually when my son started to ride. I wanted to keep an eye on him. If not, I'd have covers on there. But again, I feel thank God somebody came out with a nice looking mirror that is actually functional. These you can actually flip them up, you flip them down. They're very aerodynamic and functional. I was recommended to get the Puig windshield. I like the Puig. It's very functional. The shape, it works pretty well. Again, all my bikes, they have the quad lock for my phone. Very functional as well. You can listen to my music, talk to the guys that we're riding with. My phone is right there at reach. My grips, my 717 grips, I like them. I got them, all of them with the same color to match the bike. Like the Kawi that I featured is green, this one is red. The Aprilia is gray, so on and so forth. I put the tank grips on there. I don't really do much track riding, but it still helps. When you try to relax, you have something to grip on instead of the tank sliding. And your tank protector for your belt. Moving on to the Louis Moto. Pretty much all my bikes have Louis Moto seat covers. I like them. They're very good looking seat covers. Again, sorry, I skipped a beat. The Rizoma gas cap. Pretty much all my bikes have Rizoma with the exception of one, which is the 2024 Kawi. I don't think that they had made it yet, but when they do, I will definitely switch it over. I like it. I like the functionality. The fact that you can actually pull up to the gas tank. I put my key, I open the tank, I stick my key back here so I don't have to be fondling with the tank. When I'm done, I put it back in place. It's very functional. I like how they designed. I like how they designed that thing. I upgraded both the clutch and brake reservoir. Those are Rizoma as well. And the Rizoma front brake cover, the protector. Slight subtle changes. The rear tail, man, I don't remember where I got this thing. It's very, very good looking, but I do not remember where I get it. Sorry. I guess you'd have to search and see. That's what I had to do. I had to search all over the place until I found it. I saw it on somebody's bike on the internet, and it was hell to find this thing. Ducati couldn't even find it for me when I was looking. Moving on, I wanted to feature the Ducati clutch, but that thing, I just got here. I'm battling the sun. I wanted to get the video nice and crispy and clean. So unfortunately, you guys know how it is when you ride. The oil splashes up. I gotta wait until that thing levels out for you to see the color. I will actually take a picture of it once I get the bike back home and feature it in this video so you can actually see what this thing looks like. The other things that I had changed, I had kind of upgraded the clutch and brake levers. I don't remember where I ordered those from either, sorry. But everything that I have is matching, you know, it's matching red. You know, the Bonamici end caps are red. My rear tail, man, that thing is, I wish I knew or remembered where I got that thing to tell you guys. I really do, but I'm sorry. And I mean, a lot of the parts that I get here, I get from Ducati. You know, I purchased this bike from Ducati in Fort Lauderdale. And you know, there's three main people that I really deal with that really takes care of me when I go there. I mean, you have Santiago. Santiago deals with parts. Santiago, very funny guy, very easy guy to get along with. You know, we run jokes and crack on him, but listen, when you're looking for any kind of part, I don't even care if you're looking for a part for a different bike, he'll find it for you. You know, originally when I had bought this bike, my first day, it had a little bit of a hiccup. So, you know, I called the dealer, I spoke with Jim. Jim is my sales guy, also very friendly. And Jim will also find you whatever you want, motorcycle-wise, not just Ducati, but he works at Ducati. And you know, Jim told me that they would come and pick it up. He turned me on to Yamil. Yamil is who deals with service. In the service department, you know, Yamil brought it in. They couldn't replicate the problem. I told him to actually take the bike home, ride the bike. He took it, kept it for about 3 days. I trust him. You know, luckily for me, the bike had the same issue. They sorted it out pretty quickly, gave it back to me. You know, what was actually impressive is the fact that they sent a truck out to my house to pick up the bike and take it to Ducati. I don't think there's any other motorcycle company out there that's gonna do that. You'll have to find your own way to get it in. But I guess that is the perks of owning a Ducati. The other thing is, as far as rideability, you know, I love the bike. I love the way the bike rides. You know, at first it was a little bit aggressive for me on the bottom. I have a guy that tunes my bike. His name is Alan. Very, very knowledgeable guy of pretty much every bike. He will tune your bike and tune it safely. I explained to him what I wanted was the bottom end to be a little bit smooth. And, you know, we actually took the roughness from the bottom and put it at the top. This bike right here is a beast. It is probably the fastest bike that I have in my garage over all the bikes, to be honest with you. So, user friendly, I would definitely not recommend this bike to a new rider. A new rider with this bike is gonna get hurt. You know, there are other bikes that they have at Ducati that you can start with, but definitely not the V4. I would actually start with the V2. Another phenomenal machine. The good thing about Ducati is, you know, they'll actually make you ride the bike like you test drive a car, which I've never ever in my life heard of that. But I guess if they know you or they know that you ride, they'll trust you. They'll take the insurance information and give you the bike to ride. Now, the reason why I chose the V4 instead of the V4S was I was impatient. I didn't mind because, I mean, the electronic suspension to me, it's neither here nor there. And as far as the SP2, I love that bike. The R, I love that bike as well. I was fantasizing about both those machines. And unfortunately, my reasoning for not buying that machine was the clutch. I absolutely hate the sound of the Ducati dry clutch. I hate the sound of any dry clutch, period. And the maintenance behind the clutch, I think there's anywhere between 3,000 to 4,000 miles. The truck has the clutch, sorry. I'm here looking at all these trucks, I'm sorry. And this is my filming area. So the thing is, I lost my train of thought for a minute, but I don't see, it's not for me. I don't really like the sound of a dry clutch on any bike. On any bike, period. I don't like it. It's not for me. But listen, if you're an experienced rider, I would definitely go and give this bike a shot. See what it is. Give it a test ride. Talk to Jim. Jim will hook you up for sure. And that's pretty much this bike in a nutshell. I hope I covered everything that was needed. And unfortunately, I don't have anyone here, so I can help to start the bike for you to hear it. I'll do that in another video, I guess, with a comparison of another bike. And we'll go from there. The next bike, again, I will feature will be probably the BMW. And I'll give you my thoughts on that bike as well. So until then, I mean, thank you for tuning in, watching the channel. I really appreciate it. Give it a like and a thumbs up. And we'll see you in the next video.